So, welcome to Pure Tarot. This is a I See by the Sea reading series. I'm here on vacation in my happy place, and it's my last day, and I thought I would do some readings. 1, 2, maybe the 12 signs. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to just feel it out. I just want to grab some of this morning's energy and bring it forth. So let's see what's in the ethers. I'm not even decided yet, so bear with me on what I'm going to do here. Most probably a short reading. I hope there's not too much wind, that you can still hear me. Okay, so let's do a taroscope. So Aries to Pisces. Short. Like a 2-card per sign. Feel it out kind of reading. Okay. I See by the Sea for Aries. I have Magician in reverse. I hope the cards are not going to fly away. And here, let me put anyways, let's see. I was looking for a rock. I have this, oh gosh. There's one that flew out. I'm going to take this one. 6 of Air. 6 of Air being 6 of Swords, right? So you're not sure. Magician is usually very much in control of what he does and how he wants to influence his, everything around him to create the life that he wishes or wants or, just aspires to. And in this case, being in reverse, he's not sure about moving on. And but he will move on. So I guess maybe there's some kind of apprehension around moving forward. So that would be Aries mood, today's mood, or the I See by the Sea for Aries. I See by the Sea for Taurus now. Four of Earth, 4 of Pentacles, and 7 of Water in reverse. Interesting. One card of saying no, thank you, and the other card of targeting and zoning in on something very specific that you want amidst a variety, a plethora of choices, right? I guess that's redundant because a plethora is already like a palette of choice. Anyway, it's interesting because it's like a status quo energy. How can you be one and then the other, or at the same time? It's impossible. So you're actually probably oscillating, right, between one and then going into the other kind of energy. So again, you're either saying, no, thank you, this is not for me, or you're actually wanting something so bad that, there's nothing else and it's tunnel vision. So that's the mood for Taurus. So the I See by the Sea for Gemini. Five of Earth. transformation, which is Arcana 13, which is death, but it's in reverse. So feeling very isolated, and because you're not able to move on from something, you are not in sync with what's around you. So you are self-isolating yourself into, it's basically an introspection moment, time in your life. It's also a moment of purging, clearing out, but it is making you feel very lonely because this process doesn't just occur like in a very short period. It could, but in this case I guess not. It's maybe taking longer, and it's giving you a sense of isolation, which is very profound, right? For the Five of Earth to come out, it's making you feel very lonely here and feeling like you have no resources around, like at your disposal maybe. So that could be a little deterring and discouraging as well. So sorry, Gemini. That's the mood for you guys today. So let's see by the sea for Cancer. Let's see. I see the sea, the beautiful sea. I'm in eastern Quebec, in a region called Bas Saint Laurent, so lower St. Lawrence region, I guess, if I'm to translate it. It's a beautiful place. The tide actually is high, but it's started to go down, and the bay, like the tide will recess. Perfect Cancer theme here to talk to you about the tide. So eventually later on, the tide will, remove itself, and you'll see the whole bay. Anyway, it's beautiful. It's always beautiful, whether there's water or not. So, Cancer. Let's get down to business. You have the Three of Fire in reverse, and you have the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so that's interesting because again, it's with two cards. Like for Gemini, there's a contradiction here. So you're not waiting anymore for something. You have given hope. You're not expecting anymore. Your plans are not the same. You've had to either change or at least dismantle, maybe reorganize your plans, something around that. And at the same time, you're coming out of isolation. So there's kind of forward movement. It's not like huge action, but there's definitely a coming out of isolation, or at least of a period where things were, I guess, they weren't panning out, and maybe that's why you're not waiting anymore. You were waiting on something, and you were very hopeful about it, but for some reason everything collapsed. So it's not like a huge tower moment, but it's definitely a change of plans. Let me put it this way. Okay, so Cancer, maybe you've had a change of heart on something. Anyway, let's see by the sea for Leo. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see by the sea for Leo. Seven of Fire. And the Queen of Water. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, the Seven of Fire sometimes is a bit defensive, but in this deck, it's such a beautiful imagery, right? I don't know. I just really, really love the hummingbirds. Fire hummingbirds. It's beautiful. It makes me feel very hopeful. So, um, definitely there's, a moment where you're frozen in time about something. You are, maybe not considering, but as much as there's a forward, there's this movement of the horse like this for me indicates like an impulse, a desire. So there's a huge desire that you're moving forward, especially with the Queen of Waters. The water, it's all you're about. It's so emotional. It's something you really want, something you desire. It's as much as something you would like to touch, as much as something that you would like to give to. But this leap forward, some kind of has a frozen moment in time, like a still picture. So maybe there's a slight hesitation about something, or at least maybe there's a hiatus. That's the French way of pronouncing it, but I believe it's the same word in English. Hiatus. Anyway, like a, in music, you have those silences. Anyway, it's the same thing. So, no need to add. You got it. Okay, so let's see by the sea for Virgo. Virgo. What are you up to? Let's see by the sea for Virgo. What does the sea bring this morning? Nine of Earth in reverse. Oh, and the Two of Water upright. That's so beautiful and powerful. This is definitely a connection. You could be madly falling in love, definitely wanting to come out of your singlehood, your celibacy, whatever. Maybe just the fact that now you're, willing to share and not wanting to be so independent all the time. I mean, this connection is just out of this world, right? Two fish in a pound. It's usually two peas in a pod, right? But I mean, let's say two fishes in a pond, or a fishbowl, or anyway. So, I mean, it's just so beautiful. There's nothing to add. It's if it's not happening for you, then it's not your reading. But I mean, this definitely is. Someone is having a beautiful experience. And if it's not with someone else in general, it could be with nature, just loving life, that kind of thing. But it's just really powerful. So, bravissimo, Virgos. So happy for you. Okay. So let's see by the sea for Libra now. Let's see by the sea for Libra. Libras. What's up for Libras? Let's see for Libras. The Ace of Earth in reverse. And the Six of Water upright. So, I like to see the Six of Water as obviously beautiful memories, things that have really been stepping stones to who you are as a person, like those really important things in your childhood that, those very happy moments that really uplift you and make you who you are. And I guess you could include as well maybe all the not so great experiences, right? But in this case, being upright, the focus is on what was happy, because we all have happy and less happy experiences, right, from our childhood. So that's life. Ace of Earth in reverse, though, is maybe not really taking the time to be grateful, to recognize all of these beautiful things and how they've shaped you, and how maybe you could still use them today. And sometimes you forget that you have that in your skill set or something. But it's definitely there for you in the like right there in your toolbox. So I mean, everything is there. It's just maybe you're not seeing it, you're not really paying attention, or it's just delayed maybe for some reason. I wouldn't know why, except maybe that, sometimes the Six of Water is really in their dream state of, they're in the idea or the ideation process, meaning you're in your dream, you're shaping things in your mind, in your mind's eye, and not really yet taking action. So maybe that's why the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Earth is in reverse. So that's the mood for Libra for today. So let's see by the sea for Scorpio. Scorpios. Let's see by the sea for Scorpios. I really hope you guys hear me. I mean, this wind, so I don't know how much the phone is picking up on it. So, Scorpio. Half the pack slid. You probably saw that. Hold on. Three of Water. And Two of Water. That's so cute. Wow, Scorpio, you're also having such a beautiful reunion, just like Cancer. Such a beautiful connection. No, was it Virgo? Gosh. Irrelevant whether I remember which sign or not at this point. I know I just did it, but I'm just so focused right now. Three of Water, Two of Water. You are going to have such a fun time. You're going to have such a peaceful time. You're going to have a very harmonious and very, very memorable time. This is really beautiful energy. This is really powerful. And again, it could be, it's obviously relationship oriented. So, but it's the whole array, right? It could be your whole extended family, your friends, your community, people in your community, colleagues at work, your close partner, your children, your pets, any kind of relationship, anything that nourishes you in terms of relating. It's amazing. Wow. Gorgeous, Scorpio. Beautiful time for you. Now, let's see by the sea for Sagittarius. Mr. and Mrs. Sagittarius. Let's see by the sea. What does the sea want you to know? What does the tide want you to know? Temptation, Devil. And the Sun card in reverse. God, Sag. Two major arcana in a 2-card spread. Obviously, it's a powerful message. Maybe just more abstract as well, which is interesting. And it could be also, because it's 2 major arcanas, it could be that it's maybe going to take place in time a bit later, right? Not necessarily as punctually as for the other readings I just did with minor arcanas. But that's just the way things come out, right? It's just... Anyway, let's get back to what these mean. The Devil and the Sun in reverse. Someone's having a little too much fun. It's costing them a bit physically, right? It's like overindulgence in food, drinks, the good life. Could be, indulging on, drugs, sex, and rock and roll, the whole bit. That could be. But definitely powerful energies in terms of, if I bring it back to, let's say, not such a mundane level, but maybe a psychological level, where the person would be feeling very much in their power, but maybe feeling a bit too much in their power. So not realizing they're either conceited, being a bit conceited, being maybe a little egocentric, maybe a bit narcissistic, maybe a bit controlling, but definitely almost on the fringe of their shadow side kind of thing. So just a bit in excess, right? So in every sense of the word. So I mean, it's just something to watch out for. It might be, it's obviously not, it's temporary, but it's still what the mood is at this point. So Saggies, either you are overindulging, or you're, I guess, overdoing it in terms of how you're behaving and how you're reacting with the people around you, or to circumstances, or how you give in to your impulses and your, anyways, how you yield and have no, I guess, maybe not wanting to discern and not wanting to stop yourself, right? Okay, let's move on. So let's see by the sea for Capricorn. What does the sea would want you to know or see? What does the sea want you to see? Messenger of water. So that's like the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Seven of Water in reverse as well. Okay. So again, this card of tunnel vision, targeting things amongst a wide variety, right? Amongst having a decision to make between different things. But then again, this offer maybe not being appealing to you or anything like that. Capricorn, maybe you're not finding this to your caliber. It's not up to par to what you want, to what you would like, to, there's something that you are not, that you're closing yourself to. So it's interesting because it's something very specific. So by describing this, I have no idea. I don't think it's necessarily romantic, but you're definitely closing yourself off to one specific thing. That's what the cards are saying. So that's what it is, the mood for today. So let's see by the sea for Aquarius now. What is Aquarius? What does the sea want me to see? Or would like you to see as well, right? Through this. Let's see by the sea for Aquarius. Two of Earth. And Ten of Air. Oof. But the imagery in this deck is so pretty that, sometimes you forget that this is the Ten of Swords. So let's start with the Two of Earth. Aquarius, you're up in the air. You're so up in the air. It's crazy. Especially now that I look at the feathers on this card, right on the Ten of Air. It's like I really feel you're up in the air. So definitely something has got you overthinking, but mostly totally on the fence. Unable to make a decision, at a loss for, you're probably very confused about what it is that you need to do at this point. So I don't know how you're going to solve this, because it does bring you some pain. So maybe that's, maybe you have to go through this before you come out of this, I guess. It might be true. You might feel imbalanced, but it's definitely transition, right? So yeah. The transition might be a little longer, it might take a little longer than you would like. It's usually like that. We don't usually like transitions to drag on. The change is already hard enough, But sometimes it's good that things happen gradually as well. So it's just a matter of getting through them. But there's a little ping of pain. There's a little bit of discomfort here with this thing that's happening, right? That you're going through. So and you're definitely up in the air about it. Like it's very unsettling for you. There you go, Aquarius. And last but not least, Pisces. Let's see, by the sea for Pisces. Nine of Water. High Priestess in reverse. Wow. I'm Pisces. I mean, I like what I see. I wish the High Priestess was upright, but at the same time, maybe not. It's like there's a coming out. It's like Pisces is letting everyone know. They're revealing something deep that they were hiding before about a desire or something that they do that they really love, but that they weren't sharing with anyone or not necessarily disclosing. So definitely there's a coming out. What are you hiding? What do you say? What are you exposing, Pisces? It could also be simply a resurgence of dreams, especially and all of your dream state, whether it's your dreams during the night, or even your periods of daydreaming, because Pisces always daydreams little bits and pieces throughout the day, every day of their lives. So all of those, and during those moments, it'll be very, I guess, prolific, or at least you'll get some little hints and maybe beautiful nuggets of, maybe beautiful symbols and signs, and it'll be fruitful. Hopefully. That's interesting. Fruitful. Maybe you'll discover some fruits. You'll be harvesting a few fruits. Discovering maybe things that are coming up from your subconscious, or simply, new ideas, fresh ideas, but things that definitely come from within your depth. So yeah, beautiful. So that's it, the I See by the Sea series. Bye guys. I hope it was entertaining and fun, and at least insightful for you guys. Bye.